The very thing that made Lurch from the Addams Family larger than life is what prematurely ended the life of the actor who played him. Here's the sad story of why Ted Cassidy died so young. Director-producer Tim Burton's Netflix series Wednesday made its big premiere on November 23rd. It's a spin-off of the classic TV show The Addams Family, which originally aired from 1964 to 1966, itself based on Charles Addams' New Yorker cartoons. The Burton show is focused on the Addams family's morbidly precocious young daughter, Wednesday. Much of the success of the original series and the subsequent reboots is owed to the ensemble cast, as they charmingly portray the antics of the macabre clan. One popular character from the show is Lurch, the Frankenstein-like family butler known for asking, He's played in the new Netflix series by George Percia, and in the old show by the 6'9" tall actor Ted Cassidy. Fans may also remember Cassidy as Bigfoot in an episode of the hit TV series $6 Million Man, or Harvey Logan in the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. According to his 1979 obituary in the New York Times, Cassidy was only 46 years old when he died, and details of his death put a tragic spin on the Addams family's typically lighthearted though dark sensibility. According to the Australian Government Department of Health and Aged Care website, a contributing factor in Cassidy's success in Hollywood, his height and unusual gaunt appearance among other aspects of his look, was a result of the same issue that would one day lead to his early death. Cassidy had a medical condition called acromegaly, a human growth hormone disorder. With acromegaly, a number of health problems can occur alongside excessive height, such as larger than usual hands and feet and facial features, according to Mayo Clinic. Other side effects of acromegaly are heart problems, including high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and an enlarged heart. Some of those features helped Cassidy find work in film and TV, but over time, he was only cast in certain types of roles: tall, ghoulish characters like Lurch, the primitive Tarzan, or as the monstrous voice of Godzilla. Compounding the tragedy of how Cassidy died, he was dissatisfied with his typecasting as tall, lumbering characters. Speaking to Starlog magazine in 1978, shortly before he died, Cassidy said whenever he was up for a part, "They always make fellows like me the big dumb galoot, the oaf who doesn't know anything, who trips over himself. We are apparently idiots, all big men. You end up never leading anybody to anything. You end up holding people while the boss hits them in the face. That kind of thing doesn't appeal to me at all." Author Christopher Cook, who's writing a biography of Cassidy, told West Virginia news outlet WBOY in 2021, "Even though he had some difficulties being the size that he is, and that he was bullied at times, the most amazing part of him was he was intrepid. He really had this drive to look past all of those things that would have held someone back. He used his large size in order to become a commodity in Hollywood, and he did very well." The interview tied in with Lurchfest, an annual Cassidy celebration in Philippi, West Virginia, where Cassidy grew up. Shortly before he died in Los Angeles, Cassidy had open heart surgery to address a non-malignant tumor, possibly related to his medical condition. He'd returned home to recuperate when his health took a turn for the worse, the New York Times reported. At the time that he died, Cassidy did voice work for the TV series The Incredible Hulk. The show was on the air until 1982, and Cassidy's off-screen, uncredited narration was retained.
The creature is driven by rage and pursued by an investigative reporter.
Early on, he also supplied Hulk's guttural utterances, which after Cassidy died were replaced by real animal sounds. According to the National Organization for Rare Disorders, between 50 and 70 people per million are affected by acromegaly. It's typically not fatal, though complications from the condition can be life-threatening, acromegaly support notes. As ABC News explains, Cassidy was readmitted to the hospital due to complications from open heart surgery while recuperating in his Los Angeles home. He died a short time later on January 16, 1979. He was cremated, and his ashes were buried in the backyard of his LA home. A memorial for Cassidy was held at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Hollywood. Described as a very private man by his manager, news reports of the time commented on how Cassidy's death went almost unreported for Connecticut news outlet The Hour.